सो एट प्रेजेंट स्टेजीर
कचरो जितले बेगीन जाता तितलो धाडची कचऱ्या खातीर तुमकां पयशेय दिता.
एक्झॅक्टली रायट, वी आर गेटिंग इट. देन आतां कित्याक तेजी बेनिफीट कित्याक घेवची न्ही आमचें म्हणणें आसा. तशें आसा जाल्यार थोडेशे मिलियन टन वाडूनय कित्याक दिवचे न्ही आनी तो एक्सपोर्ट कित्याक
आमच्या एनवायरमेंटा खातीर
बरें आसतलें. म्हाजे जाल्यार दिसता ती कितलीशीच लँड जी आसा हाजेर मड ही बेश्टी पडिल्ली आसा, ती लँड फ्री जातली.
He may be right, but the point is these matters, I would say, should be decided by experts. It should not be left to the state government or the central government. MOEF and the state government so far has done a thoroughly bad job. And as I told you last time, see, hard cases make bad law. We require that shock treatment. And I think if out of the shock treatment we get something good, nothing wrong in that.
ओके, बट दुसरी गजाल जी तुम्ही जो पॉइंट केलो तो म्हळ्यार ही सगळी जी जाग आयल्या, मायन्स मिनिस्ट्री एक्टिव्ह जाली, स्टील मिनिस्ट्री एक्टिव्ह जाली, MOEF एक्टिव्ह जाला, हे फक्त आमकां इकॉनॉमिक शॉक बसतकीर जालें. तोपर्यंत गोंयाक कोणाकच कांयच पडून गेलें नाशिल्लें. तोपर्यंत अतुल जाधव दिल्ली वचून रिप्रेझेंटेशन दिता, ते आयकतात बसतात, पण सुप्रीम कोर्टात वचून एक्टिवली कोण कांयच तकली धोडायना.
Even Supreme Court to that matter. See, today,
even Supreme Court has political seriousness.
According to me, even the parties before the Supreme Court took this stand only after the falling rupee, and the Union Minister of Commerce and Industry took a stand along with the Ministry of Mines that they require more exports. In fact, the Mines Ministry and the Commerce Ministry are now recommending that export duty be brought down to 20%. Now, once this has started, the central government and the Prime Minister have also said that we require more exports for the current account deficit to be normalized. From that point, from that time onwards,
that was a turning point.
Yes, certainly that was a turning point.
That was a turning point.
Yes.
तशें दिसता तोपर्यंत गोंयाक कोण सिरियसली घेना.
बरोबर आशिल्लें, कारण इतके आतापर्यंत गोंयच्या म्हणजे सगळ्या मायन्स ओनर रिप्रेझेंटेशन, सगळे आमचे एसोसिएशन्स आसतात तेंची रिप्रेझेंटेशन, गोंय सरकारचे रिप्रेझेंटेशन इतके दिल्लेले, तरी सुद्दां केंद्र सरकार आपले म्हणटा तशें दोळे धापून आनी कानार हात दवरून वगी राविल्ले. तांकां जेन्ना खरोखरूच रुपीची किंमत मार्केटान डावन जावपाक लागली तेन्ना जेन्ना तांकां कळ्ळें की एक्सपोर्ट जाल्या शिवाय हे कंट्रोल जावपाना, त्या उपरांतूच तेंच्यांनी हो विशय सिरियसली घेतला. नाजाल्यार गोंयांतल्यान आतां पर्यंत इतको रेव्हेन्यू जो आसा ह्या मायन ओनरांतल्यान इतको मोठो रेव्हेन्यू मेळून सुद्दां गोंया कडेन सिरियसली ह्या विशयाचेर पळोवंकूच ना. तशें आमी मान्य करपाक जाय. त्याच बरोबर आमी पळयताले की इतको जर रेव्हेन्यू गोंयच्यान मेळ्ळा आसत जाल्यार इन रिटर्न सेंट्रल गव्हर्मेंटान गोंयाक कांयच दिवंक ना. वायस वर्सीस आमी पळयता की मायन ओनर्स म्हण आपले सगळे एसोसिएशन्स जे आशिल्ले, ट्रक एसोसिएशन किंवा हेंच्यांनी जेन्ना डिमांड केलो की एटलिस्ट एक 300 crores रुपीज दिवचे, कारण लोन्स आनी तेन्ना सुद्दां दिवप जालें ना. वायस वर्सा तेंच्यांनी फक्त प्रॉमिसीस दिली की अशें करता तशें करता. आमी पळयता आज बार्ज ओनर्स जे आसा ते लोनिंगान आसा, ट्रक ओनर्स लोनिंगान आसा. गोंयची मायनींग भागात जे लोक रावता हे कितलेशेच म्हणटा तशें जॉबलेस जाल्ले आसा. हांच्या खातीर केंद्र सरकारान आतां पर्यंत कांयच करूंक ना.
तुमचो अनुभव वच की सिरियसनेस हॅज कम आफ्टर द रुपी.
It has slowly falling. I would say both. One is the market conditions. The market is going on very, very slow. Second thing is the parliament was not functioning at all for the previous all these sessions. So that is also has led to a delay in all the decisions of the government, whether state or central. Second thing, everybody was estimating what is the what should be done. So various representations we have gone. As for example, we have gone to the Prime Minister 3 times. We have gone to Finance Minister once. We have gone to Mines Minister twice. In fact, we also went and told that because even we went to Mrs. Sonia Gandhi and we explained to her that these are the people who are dependent on the mining. Please take it seriously.
Also take some decision.
Yeah, and second issue is also political. See, political decision also is there.
Yes.
They are also viewing the next elections. So obviously, before 3 months of the election, none of the political parties can take a fair decision whether right or wrong. Will there not be a political decision? So they have only limited time to take that decision.
हे जे पॉलिटिकल गजाल जाली तातूंत भितर चड हार्म जालो. तुम्ही कॉम्बेटिव्ह मोडा भितर गेले, इन्क्लुडिंग सीईसीन काल सांगले सुप्रीम कोर्टा भितर की स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंट इज नॉट कॉपरेटिंग. सो ह्या कॉम्बेटिव्ह मोडा भितर वचून थिंग्स बिकेम वर्स. खंय तरी जंय स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंट आनी सेंट्रल गव्हर्नमेंटान एक कोऑर्डिनेटेड एफर्ट जावपाक जाय आशिल्लो, ताजे वाट्याचे स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंट एकवटेच्यान आनी सेंट्रल गव्हर्नमेंट एकवटेच्यान
एक गोष्ट आम्ही मान्य करपाक जाय आनी सगळे मान्य करतात, देर इज अ लॅक ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेशन बिटवीन द बोथ द गव्हर्मेंट्स.
That is true. Yeah.
सेंट्रल गव्हर्मेंट, कारण आय हॅड ऑल्सो विजिटेड द सेंट्रल PM विजीट आशिल्ली तेन्ना हांव स्वता CM आनी अतुल हांच्या बरोबर आशिल्लो. परत इवन दो आतां बँकर्सची मिटींग जाली मुंबयन RBIची, ते मिटींग हांव आशिल्लो. सो दॅट हांव एक एन एवरी हे जे आसा हांव मायन्युटान पळयता. देर इज एन MOEF, परत आपले PM ऑफिस एंड स्टेट गव्हर्मेंट हांच्या भितर ते वेगवेगळ्यो केसीस ज्यो आसा ह्यो सगळ्यो केसीस एक कोण तरी जर कोऑर्डिनेशन जाल्लें जाल्यार थोडोसो एका बेगीन हे फुडें वचूंक शकताले. डॅट इज ट्रू. पण आमी एक अजून एक पळोवपाक जाय की सेंट्रल गव्हर्मेंटान हाजेर विशेश करून लक्ष दिलें ना आनी ते जेन्ना रुपी फॉल जावपाक लागलो त्या उपरांत तेन्नाच जाग आयली.
तुमकां दिसता की हे जे कॉम्बेटिव्ह मोडा भितर गेले दोन्ही गव्हर्मेंट्सांतल्यान पॉलिटिकल गजाली क्रिएट जाल्यो आणि एक दुसरी गजाल म्हळ्यार CECने खंय तरी म्हळ्यार की स्टेट गव्हर्मेंटा कडच्यान जाय तितलें कॉपरेशन मेळना. त्याच बरोबर
अजून एकूच हेजेर हांव सांगूंक सोदता की CECन जें म्हटलें पळय कॉपरेटीव करून, जेन्ना CEC गोंयान फर्स्ट टायम आयली that they have not given any representation to the state government. At least त्यांना आम्ही मुख्यमंत्र्या विचारतले, but they have not informed to the state government at all. Considerच केलं ना, म्हणजे स्टेट we are the one independent body which is appointed by the Supreme Court. At least they want to inform. So we had visiting the Goa and we want त्यांच्या बरोबर पळयत जाल्यार आम्ही CEC एन्व्हायरमेंटलिस्टांक ज्यांच्यानी केस फायल केल्ली आसा तांकांच घेवन भोंवले, तेंचेच आयकले आमचे म्हणणे.
आणि तिसरी गजाल हांव जे म्हणटा की खंय तरी ज्युडिशियरीचेरूय उलयले खुबशे पॉलिटिशियन की दिस इज ज्युडिशियरी ओवरस्टेपिंग इट्स ब्रीफ. सो ह्या हातूंतल्यान चड कॉम्प्लिकेशन्स तयार जाली
दिसना म्हाका. I don't think. See, finally look at the Karnataka case also. Look at this. See, this about a year's time the court normally takes. So now since you spoke of the combative mood of the state government or no coordination between the central government and the state government, I don't think finally it will matter before the Supreme Court. So these are because the Supreme Court, these are all very
serious. बफर झोनाचो इशू आयलो. स्टेट गव्हर्मेंट एक भाशे उलयता, सेंट्रल गव्हर्मेंट एक भाशे उलयता, MOEF तिसरी भाशे उलयता. हातूंतल्यान कन्फ्युजन जातलें.
Correct. That is right. See, finally, what is the zoning? That will have to be decided by both the governments.
It has to be a coordinated.
Yes, correct. It would have been coordinated. There you are right. Wherever policy decision has to be taken, then the state government and the central government will have to come together and take a decision.
Correct.
Like take the case of the last suspension by MOEF and the suspension by the Goa government of the mining operations. I felt at that time also the MOEF suspension may not have even come had there been cooperation between state government and the central government. I mean, the type of language that was used by the MOEF ministry and our chief minister may not have been.
It was unwarranted.
Unwarranted. So that may have also led to the complication at that time. But I don't think that will finally get reflected in the
court of law.
In the court of law. Yeah. And as far as policies are concerned,
there has to be a coordination, or it will create another mess.
Correct.
But the overstepping of Supreme Court in this matter, they have gone beyond their, according to me, jurisdiction, because they have overstepped their authority. When they say that one judge makes a comment that I have to see uphold the constitutional right to life. Right to life of whose? Everybody's. There is also a preamble to the constitution when we say that we the people of India having solemnly constitute India into a sovereign socialist secular democratic republic and give to ourselves justice first, social, economic and political. So what about the social and economic justice? Why you have created the constitution to give proper justice to us? So where is the question? You have not given us economic justice and neither you have given social justice to thousands of people who are depending on the
argument patta the right to life. It cannot be only ecological right to life.
It is like human rights saying no that the terrorists should be treated properly. But to jenna 100 लोकांक मारता त्यांना human rights don't get violated.
100 लोकांचे human rights कितें? Okay.
See, correct. That is exactly what I was saying. See, the Supreme Court will not be in a position to decide, give a go-by to ecology or give a go-by to economy. See, there I am saying it will have to take a decision on what is sustainable. See, if the Goa government and the central government both jointly tell the Supreme Court, based upon expert opinion, that this much is sustainable, then I don't think the Supreme Court also can say much in the matter. But take a situation where nobody decides on to what extent is sustainable mining.
Then Supreme Court will take matters into its own hands.
No, but it may appoint some expert committee. Yeah. And based upon that expert
committee will report to the Supreme Court.
And based upon that, the court may give a judgment.
But I don't agree here.
Like, see, I will
one
tell-
deferment.
Yeah.
What, because what
I will tell you one thing. This entire question of 25 million tons in Bellary comes from where? It is because of the domestic requirement of steel industry in Karnataka.
Yeah.
So it
There is a
not-
parameter.
That is a
That
parameter in Karnataka.
parameter should be determined.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct, but what Supreme Court should do is that sustainable mining is not their jurisdiction. What we are saying is sustainable mining, you mean to say Ministry of Environment and Forest and the Department of Mining don't have experts? How do they determine the environment clearance quota? On clearing all the parameters, there is an environment impact assessment study by the
Okay. मागे एक गजाल सांगा. तुमचे
This-
experience.
By the mines.
My understanding is
Yeah.
this environment impact assessment which he is talking about is now seen to be a fraud.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
When
makes
so.
sense.
something is seen to be a fraud,
Yeah.
then
you have to revisit it.
Yes.
Okay.
That is
मला
exactly.
लास्ट सांगा टाइम सोंपला. तुमच्या मतान सस्टेनेबल कितले गोंया खातीर?
It is 42 million tons
42
plus
million
the,
tons.
that is minimum.
Yeah.
That's the current mining which are 87 mines what they are talking about. Over and above that, what about the dumps? They should be, that also should be allowed to be exported.
So तुमचे म्हणा कितें 42 million tons excluding dumps is
Yes.
sustainable for Goa?
Yes,
Okay.
because
Prananda?
that is required.
ॲक्च्युअली डेट इज रिक्वायर्ड कारण तिकी गरज आसा गोंयची आतांचे घडी इन लॉंग रन जर कमी करपाक जाय आसत जाल्यार ताजेर खंय तरी कंट्रोल हाडून म्हणजे ह्या बिझनेसाचेर कंट्रोल हाडून ते कमी करपाक येता पण आतांच्या घडीक इतके बार्जीस आनी जे ट्रक्स आनी लोक जे डिपेंडंट आसा
42 million tons plus dumps.
प्लस डम्प्स
Plus business sense. See what happened is today the market is there. आज एक
हाँ,
restaurant बंद झाले
तो विषय आम्ही लक्षात घेवपाक जाय.
Okay.
market.
Final
आम्ही-
comments. Final comments.
I am unable to tell this how many million tons,
Okay.
but I would say minimum
Yeah.
we should have our ore for another 100 years.
Okay. So that should be the
Something like
criteria and idea. ती मुखाल्ल्या 100 वर्सां खातीर हो बिझनेस सारको असोच चलतलो. हातूंतल्यान ती सस्टेनेबिलिटी डिटरमाइन जावपाक जाय. म्हाका दिसता इतल्याचेर थांबया. 3 दिसांची चर्चेंतले सगळे मुद्दे घेतल्यात जे सुप्रीम कोर्टान म्हळें जे प्रशांत भुशणान म्हळें आनी एक्चुअली गोंया खातीर कितली सस्टेनेबल हाजेरूच हाजी फुडली दिशी थरतली. एक गजाल सांगता हें पॅनल आमी कंटिन्यू करतले. परत जेन्ना फुडल्या आठवड्या भितर 3 दिसांची सुनावणी जातली ह्याच पॅनला बरोबर आमी डिस्कशन करतले आनी कंटिन्युअसली ताजेरूय व्ह्यू घेतले. कितें जाता फुडल्या आठवड्याक कळटलें तेन्नाय तुमचे बरोबर हेच एक्सपर्ट्स आसतले. सो पळयत रावात प्रुडंट मिडिया. इतल्याचेर आमी थांबतात. नमस्कार.